बी ए पार्ट सेकंड के प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, आज इस वीडियो में हम फिर से चर्चा करेंगे द एसे द सेलेक्टेड स्नोबरीज by Huxley. In today's video, we will discuss the different types of snobberies that are described by Huxley in his essay. Aldous Huxley is known mostly as a novelist and essayist, but he has written short stories, poetry, and even film scripts too. In his novels and essays, Huxley always plays the role of a critical observer of accepted traditions, customs, social norms, and ideals. Importantly, he is concerned in his writings with the potentially harmful applications of so called scientific progress to mankind. He satirically studies the world of science and aptly writes in Brave New World. He is above all things a satirist whose tone can be vary from jovial irony, malice, and striking inconveniences of his satire springs from uneasy, polished style, a great gift for epigram, a ready wit, and a alter mind. He was simple and lucid, serious and sarcastic, serious and sarcastic, enormous range of his subject matter, reflection of encyclopedic knowledge. He was a paradoxical. He was witty, full of energy, clarity, and precision. Now we will discuss the different kind of snobberies that are described in his essay. Huxley watched mankind very minutely, and with this eye he studies the beliefs and notions of the people of his time. In this essay, he performs a social critique. He attacks the prevailing snobberies in humankind. He talks about different kinds of snobberies in people. In this essay, he mentions the following types: disease snobbery, booze snobbery, modernity snobbery, art snobbery, culture snobbery, the snobbery of family, the snobbery of ignorance and stupidity. In the first paragraph, he said that everyone is a snob in one way or another, and in this world, people can be snobbish about anything. The writer begins with the analysis of disease snobs. He says that people usually don't be snobbish about deadly diseases, but as far as the less dangerous diseases are concerned, particularly those resulting from wealth and sufficient leisure, some people do take pride in that. He then refers to the great English poet John Keats and the famous Russian artist Mary Bersky, who contracted the disease of consumption and died of it, unfortunately, in the prime of their life. The writer adds that the young ones find it very romantic and hence love to become disease snobs. But They are unaware of the pain and misery suffered by these young artists. Such people in modern time contract disease because of richness, lack of activity, and seek cure by visiting doctor to fashionable doctor, go traveling from spa to spa. This was the disease snobbery. Sorry. In the second paragraph, the writer talks about disease snobs but soon switches to the booze snobbery. He tells that the trend of this snobbery also changes from time to time. It is not constant. For example, earlier people used to be snobbish about their family, but now in the modern age, with the distinction of institution of family, family snobbery is also declining. Culture snobbery is still existing to some extent, but it has to fight hard battle with the emerging new snobberies for its survival. He satirically informs us that the booze snobbery has gained strength over all the period. Despite all probability, actors and people of all ages, all groups, including men and women, are and adolescents love to drink and take pride in it. So, this was Booth's snobbery. In the third paragraph, the tone of the essayist grows satirical here and humorously aggressive to criticize the modernity snobs. The writer says that this kind of snobbery has always been in trend, but in this age it has assumed much importance. And it is because of the increasing control of the market of our life. He writes, thanks to modern machinery, production is outrunning consumption. Organized waste among consumers is the first condition of our industrial prosperity. The manufacturers are producing more than that is required to be consumed. Therefore, to let those extra products be consumedly, the people marketing and advertising agencies work hard to encourage modernity snobs. He writes, the public is taught that up to dateness is one of the first duties of man. In the fourth paragraph, the author comments here on the art snobs and mentions their two categories, the Platonic and unplatonic. Platonic art snobs, according to him, only take an interest in art, whereas the unplatonic art snobs go to extent of buying the artifact. A fine humor is generated here when Huxley defines the unplatonic snobs as one of the forms of culture snobs because he inherits possessions snobberies too. Such people love to buy expensive art pieces to decorate their houses because it gives them a modest opportunity to flaunt their wealth and social status. In the next paragraph, Huxley says that this is the extension of the ideas discussed in the previous paragraph, where the essayist has talked about traits of an art snobs. He adds that the unplatonic art lovers give more value to the living artist. However, there are many who still take more pride in possessing the art of the dead artist. There are few art snobs who are modernity snobs too at the same time. In the next paragraph, the writer, in his own familiar style, discusses a trivial matter in serious tone. He notices a humoristic angle in snobbery because it has the capacity to keep people active. He statistically tells that to be snobbish about something is not very easy because it demands continuous efforts and sacrifice from those who love to be snobs. It is like perpetual loin hurting because a modernity snob is bound to be up to date about new fashion friends. So these are the different kind of snobberies described by Huxley in his essay The Selected Snobbery. The value of snobbery consists in its power to stimulate activity. A society with plenty of snobberies is an ever active society. Every snobbery demands of its devotees unceasing efforts. So, the writer has described different kinds of snobberies in this essay, Selected Snobbery.